watch the Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith video debate on Jordan and Braun? Oh, we gotta watch that.
Obviously, you know you love yourself some LeBron James.
Yeah. You know they're gonna happen. He the GOAT. He the GOAT.
He's not.
Say it with me.
He's not.
He the GOAT.
He's not. I just got off the phone with MJ last night just to remind him.
You should have hung up on him.
Just to remind him. I hung up on MJ.
Yeah. Say the GOAT.
The blasphemy coming out of your mouth right now. Okay, it's okay. You can believe
15
that.
stops is crazy.
You can believe that.
The man still going to wrong 21. But we'll do. I'm sure. You know what?
Right.
The first LeBron topic don't need to be nobody. Don't need to be nobody there.
Here's what's gonna hurt you. Here's what's gonna hurt you. Because you see, when you talking like that, people are like, but that. No, I'm gonna sit back and let you talk. And then I'm gonna say, you finished? Are you finished? You sure?
No.
And then you're gonna be like, nah. And I'm gonna say, you gotta wait now, because I waited. Here I come. And you have to deal with the tsunami that I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna rain down upon you when it comes, especially to that subject. Especially to that subject.
And I'm a butt in. Here's the problem with the LeBron and Michael Jordan debate. I fall victim to this too. We get so caught up in our opinion that we won't even hear the other side, right? I'm big Bron fan. So like sometimes I won't even hear the other side. If we as men took our pride out of it, actually listen to the debates that the other sides are presenting, I think we'll have a better understanding of why so-and-so believes that one or the other is better.
And that's where you're gonna hurt yourself. Listen, LeBron, listen, I got this man. The game was started in 1947. I got LeBron James, the thousands of players that have played in the NBA. I got him number 2 all time.
Yeah.
You got people walking around like that's disrespect.
It is.
Appreciate that.
That's emotion. That's emotion right there. That's emotion right there. Listen, let me tell you something right now. I personally believe a legitimate argument could be made that I'm sitting in front of the greatest tight end in the history of football. Some people bring in Gronk, Tony Gonzalez, other
Travis
players,
Kelce.
whatever, Travis Kelce, of course.
Gates,
all this stuff. But you in the conversation,
Yeah.
you understand? And you know because your brethren, I mean, they give you mad love and respect, right? I can say that. But my point to you is that if somebody said you weren't number 1, you don't feel insulted.
No.
So why you got to be insulted about LeBron?
Because.
That's emotion.
No,
that's
ain't no emotion.
No, I disagree. I disagree, Stephen A. I disagree. I see your point, but this is why I disagree. If you told me, Sel, you could be the best point guard ever, but I think so-and-so's better than you, I'm like, okay, cool. Not disrespect. But if I'm debating a character, right, or if I'm debating for another NBA player, it's not going to be emotion. It's going to be based on what I think, in my opinion, is fact. That's where I disagree, Stephen A. It's not based on emotion. I think what Shannon Sharp is saying is based on his opinionated facts, that he thinks LeBron's the greatest, not having emotion.
But the goal.
Huh?
See,
that's emotion
you
right
told me
there.
the storm was coming.
Right.
See, your storm happened for 9 years, then took 2 years off.
Right.
And it happened for 3 years and took another 3 years off.
That's right.
And then
Prince
it kind
CJ, I don't remember that.
drizzling. My storm been going for 21 years raining.
Right. You could say that, and my retort to that would be 6 NBA Finals losses.
So they only. Hold on.
I hate that argument, though. I hear the argument. I dislike it because if you say 6 NBA championships, 6-0, yada, yada. Okay, cool. He played 15 years, 15, 14 years. And everybody says, okay, cool. He got to the dance and he won each and every time. I get it. Different eras. Cool. Bill Russell, whether you like it or not, whether they're playing with 8 teams, 10 teams, handle business, has 11 rings. Why doesn't he get the same conversation? That's my only question. Because everybody's like different eras, right? So if we can compare eras and say Michael Jordan played in a different era, which is why he has 6. Because if Braun was in an era, I feel like he would have 6 as well. Now let's bring in Bill Russell. Yeah, we got to hold everybody accountable here. Bill Russell has to be in this conversation now. He wants 6-0. Yeah, I think different era. I think Michael Jordan. Okay, let's bring Bill Russell in. Different era, right? He handled business. Let's bring him in.
There's 6 final losses. 6 finals losses.
Let me ask you a question.
6.
I just want you to tell me one thing, and we're going to debate this.
Sure.
Tell me the team that he faced that was the 2017 or the 2018.
Oh, Shea Beeler. Feet's going to be crazy the way.
What do you mean? I don't understand your question.
Michael Jordan, tell me the team.
You talking about Michael Jordan?
I want you to tell me the team that Michael Jordan faced that was the equivalent of the 17 and 18.
No one. Can I respond to that?
Sure.
Can I tell you why? No one. Do you know why? Because none of them had Jordan.
No.
That's exactly why.
Okay, let me
That's exactly why. See, that's the ultimate equalizer or usurper. Pick whichever one you want to pick. Do you understand that Jordan is 6-0 in NBA Finals?
Yes.
Do you understand that Jordan was MVP all 6 NBA Finals?
Yes.
Do you understand that Jordan never even allowed a final series to go 7 games? You
Yeah.
understand that? It never went 7 games.
I also know he didn't start going to the finals until Larry Bird back went out.
Excuse me. 10-time NBA scoring champion. 9-time all defensive first team. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So in other words, it was LeBron on both sides of the ball. Was he that dominant?
Oh, he was the ball. You know he should have won it. You know he should have won.
Are you kidding me?
Stephen A.
Are you kidding me?
Stephen A. Give me this.
Okay.
You know good and well LeBron James should have one Defensive Player of the Year.
Facts.
How does Marc Gasol, who's a second-team All-Defensive Player, be Defensive Player of the Year?
I agree with that. But the flip side to it is that as we watched LeBron James, even with his greatness at one point in time as a defensive player, we never looked at him and said, oh my God, that's that dude defensively.
Yeah.
That's cap. Stephen A. Now, Stephen A. is contradicting himself. Now he's talking with emotion because we can go back and watch footage on Synergy when that year when Marc Gasol won Defensive Player of the Year while being second team NBA or second team All Defense. He won Defensive Player of the Year while being on the NBA second team All Defense. That year, LeBron was shutting down every position when he got switched onto that position by the possession. He was a defensive menace. Stephen A., you're speaking from emotion, not fact.
LeBron is universally respected and revered. MJ was feared.
Cap, I hate the MJ was feared thing because if you go on YouTube, right, this is Rex Chapman.
Michael Jordan is known as the guy you do not talk trash to, but this is the only person that completely torched MJ while talking trash. Rex Chapman dropped
Does it look like fear to you? Does that look like fear to you?
39 points and 9 threes with Michael Jordan as the primary defender. Rex Chapman was literally making Michael Jordan look like a fool and said to him, quote, "You can't even guard me, fuck out of my face."
Does that look like somebody that fears somebody? That notion of he was feared is cap. You letting Rex Chapman talk crazy to you in your face. Come on, bro. What we talking about, bro?
You know the difference. You know the difference. Because there are people who have feared you. You know the difference better than me. You know the difference between reverence and fear.
Look.
You know this.
You like John Wick. I like James Bond.
He's all right. Hold on.
John Bond.
Can I have James Bond? I prefer James Bond. I prefer James Bond. You can be John Wick.
Okay.
I prefer James Bond.
John Wick shot up the whole place, kill everybody.
Okay.
James Bond killed a few people, but got the ladies.
That's
they
right.
do the same thing.
That's right. Remember when Halle Berry was walking out
What
the
else
ocean?
come about that
when
water?
he was walking out the ocean and he
Yeah.
said, "Magnificent view." Remember that?
I remember that.
The smoke. And that was, that's stuff. It's stuff like Pierce Brosnan. But, Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Of course, Sean Connery,
yeah.
the man, okay? I mean, I'm trying to say the versatility of James Bond is where
The
it comes
versatility
in.
of Go
and
James.
Come
you
on.
can say that, but at the
Could
end of
guard
the day,
1 through 5. You seen him do it.
I'm not denying that.
Shut down Tony Park on one end. In the last 5 minutes, say, I got Timmy D.
I also saw him get checked when Jason Terry was guarding him in the post in his finals against Dallas. You going to deny that?
No.
Okay, then.
His Dallas
So
series.
that's your question.
See, but I'm an unbiased LeBron debater when I really want to be listening. That's fact. That Dallas Mavericks series was absolutely abysmal by LeBron. I will admit that through and through. No excuse. Absolutely no excuse.
Has there ever been a time when Michael Jordan showed up in an NBA Finals and you literally looked at him and said, yo, he didn't show up?
But what about before the finals? The series is before that against some other teams. Like, why are we not? We're only counting the finals. So once he gets to the finals, okay, cool, he won. But we're not going to hold him accountable for anything other than that. If LeBron loses in the first round, second round, he is ridiculed. If Michael Jordan lost in the first round, second round, third round, nobody gives a damn.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to do it like this here.
Sure.
Tell me the guy that he faced that was the equivalent of Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals.
Michael Jordan? Well, I
Or Steph Curry.
I wouldn't say the equivalent of Kevin Durant, but let's go down the list. He beat Magic for his first title.
He was old.
was 73.
He was 95.
Okay, I'm going down the list. I'm going down the list. I didn't hear you say that when Magic was here, but we'll talk about that.
Magic,
We'll talk about that
you
later.
know Magic.
You didn't say that when Magic was here.
But here,
you didn't tell him that.
The man that gone to nine finals in 10 years.
I feel you on that. And by the way, he took Vlade Divac and those guys.
Yes.
It wasn't Kareem and Worthy and them. I got
But
that.
you saw what he did to Jordan in the first game, right?
Allow me.
Put a triple-double on it, they had to put Scottie Pippen on it.
That's cool.
Okay, I ain't gonna say he backed him down. Made it look like Kareem and Caldwell Jones. Okay, go ahead.
That's fair. Magic Johnson in the first title. Clyde Drexler and the Crew the second title. Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, don't ignore that. Dan Marley and them the third
That
title.
was good team.
Okay. Peyton, the glove with Sean Kemp before he became
That's
Sean
one
Kemp.
Hall of Famer.
And then also you've got Karl Malone, John Stockton.
Yes.
And you have
Karl Malone gets no airtime. Stop bringing him up. We talking about an actual person who got a teenager pregnant.
NBA game that was considerably tougher at that particular moment in time than today's NBA game is in terms of physicality and what's allowed.
Yes.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Right here. This era talk. Thank you, Stephen A. Now you have to bring in Bill Russell, 11 rings. You can't say nothing no more. You brought the era talk into it now. Now we're bringing in Bill Russell, who won 11. Let's stop the whole conversation for Shannon and Stephen A. right now. Nothing else. There's nothing else to say. Nothing else to say.
So you can appreciate that.
Yes.
You can appreciate that.
But see,
when you can put your forearm on people.
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
you know
can
that? Look at
hand check
that.
them, when you can do a lot of things you can't do now. Right now, you get called for passing gas.
True, you will. But
It's a different game now.
But here's the thing, Stephen A.
Okay.
What you and the old school guard have equated physicality with talent and skill. The guys in today's game are more skilled.
I totally agree with
Fact.
that. I totally agree with that. But you would know this better than me because you were an all-world player. Even though the game of the NFL has evolved significantly, you know good and damn well that if you were playing in this time, you would have adapted.
Yes.
You played in that time, you adapted.
Fact.
The game in the 60s and 70s, you would have adapted to those times. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. Michael Jordan was what he needed to be. If he was playing today, he would be what he needed to be in order to be successful today.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say. When you see greatness on that level, you have to concede that that's the case.
But see, all they asked Michael to do was to cook. LeBron had to cook, he had to clean, he had to wait tables, he had to take orders.
Well, you could say that, but what I'm saying is if the brother's doing it on both sides of the floor, then obviously he's doing more than one thing.
He's doing that too. But
why is he doing more than one thing?
How many guys you know that are top 5 scorers and top 5 assists?
How about this? How about when Shaquille O'Neal with Penny Hardaway, Nick Anderson, 3D, Dennis Scott, and those boys were in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
How about the fact that they couldn't even get the ball past half court because Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan had them on lock and key?
Yeah, with Ron Harper.
Full court press. We ain't never seen LeBron do that. We never see LeBron do that.
LeBron do that.
He never, stop it. He never did it.
You remember when D?
He never did it.
You remember when D
Stop
Rose was the MVP? Y'all voted D Rose MVP. What did he do to D Rose in the playoffs?
Excuse me. D Rose, what kind of team did he have? You couldn't tell me Joakim Noah and those boys was a supporting cast?
They did enough to get the #1 seed.
So
and you didn't say nothing.
So what?
Stephen A., I found you another. I should be a debater. Did you not just bring up Gary Payton and the Seattle Supersonics when Gary Payton's the only Hall of Famer on that team, right? Now he brings up Derrick Rose. You say, oh, Derrick Rose and his supporting cast. Wasn't the Sonics and the Bulls cast kind of similar? So now you knocking Bron for locking up Derrick Rose and that supporting cast, but giving Jordan credit for beating Gary Payton and his supporting how are we becoming so oblivious to the fact that we're contradicting ourselves in our own statements?
Voted him MVP. That's why I called him. Ronnie told it.
I voted him MVP and still picked Miami to win that series. I knew they weren't going to beat Miami in the best of 7. Playoffs are different.
Yeah.
All right? But that don't mean LeBron deserved the MVP. And oh, by the way, I don't even knock LeBron James for not getting the MVP because when you're that great, you're not going to put all your efforts in over 82 games. You're playing for April, May, and June. So this is entirely plausible. I'm very fair to LeBron James. You dial it back.
Sometimes.
Most times. most times. Actually, I'd say all. It's just that I call it like I see it. I'm not emotional like you.
No, you're emotional. I saw you. I've been doing the homework on you. Yeah, you know what? I got a call today from one Michael Jordan. He rolled up on me in a black SUV and rolled the window down.
That's true. That's true. That was scary. I thought he was going to shoot. I thought it was a drive-by. It was in Denver. I thought it was a damn drive-by. It scared the living hell out of me. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's an absolutely true story. But at the end of the day, all I'm trying to say is that LeBron is phenomenal. He's great. We should throw no shade on him. One of the greatest ever. Top 3. I
didn't see you saying one of his
First of all, he will never be greater than Jordan to me. But more importantly, let's go to Kareem. 19-time All-Star, 6-time league MVP, champion on a high school level.
They don't get Kareem credit.
Champion
they don't get Kareem credit though.
Champion in the NBA. Okay.
6 times.
Facts, silent leader. Facts.
Okay. All-time leading scorer before LeBron.
I love Stephen A. though.
All of that stuff happened. I'm just saying, come on now. The resume is better, but I still don't believe he was the player that LeBron James is.
Yeah.
All right? But what I hold, and I'll say this to you. I'll tell you something that I very rarely said. If you took LeBron James' career from 2012 to now, and that was his history, from his first title to what he is now, and you wanted to make an argument against Jordan, I'm listening. The problem is we don't get to ignore those first 7 or 8 years where there were a couple of occasions where, one, he was accused of quitting, and I don't believe that, by the way.
No,
I don't believe
they accused Noah of drunkenness.
No. I'm talking about
God still gave him the art.
I got you, but I feel you. But it's true. But it's
biblical.
Still but the point is, no, against Boston, I don't believe that. It was a lot of stuff going on with LeBron that's none of our business. That they were totally unfair to him, including his damn teammates.
Yeah.
But that's a different story for another day. I never held that against him.
Right.
But when you got 4 games against the Dallas Mavericks in which people looked at you and said, choke.
If you say that, you know what?
You cannot get past that.
I can't argue out that one. I can't argue out that one.
And that to me sealed the deal about the MJ LeBron comparison.
So what if he were to win a title this year?
Don't matter.
At 39 years of age.
So that don't erase Jordan.
Now, contradicting again, Stephen A. It's becoming emotional. What you just accused Shannon Sharpe. I could do this at a world-class level. Given practice and time, I could debate at the world-class level. Fact.
There you go. See, that's the argument that people have when I was talking about Tom Brady not playing well. I'm not trying to take away what Jordan's accomplished.
I agree.
He got those rings.
Right.
He got 6 Finals MVPs.
Right.
He has 6 championships. He has 5 regular season MVPs.
Correct.
If LeBron gets another title, Stephen A., I'm not going to erase what Jordan did, but he already here for me.
Okay.
All he's doing is just.
But what I'm saying to you is, I already talked about the Dallas thing.
Yeah.
And I talked about moments which you can appreciate. What I'm trying to say to you is that when you are that dude,
right?
That doesn't.
All right, Vin, do appreciate that, man.
That happened to Magic when they called him tragic because he had
84,
Dennis Johnson, 84, and all that. We get all of that. You understand what I'm saying? But for the most part, that doesn't happen. And this is the kind of
Abdullah,
thing
appreciate that. I'll take that into account.
Not only do you not get to say that about Jordan, but when you look at LeBron, think about this. You want me to tell you what I hold against him just as much as I held against the Dallas performance?
What?
The following year with the All-Star game. You got the ball in your hands. It's an exhibition.
Oh, he passed
It's an exhibition. It doesn't count.
Right.
It's all in fun.
Right.
Kobe claps his hand, God rest his soul.
So
and he's like, yo, let's come on with it. You got D-Wade on the court. You got Melo in the corner.
Yeah.
And he threw the pass. And all 3 of them, along with Kobe, descended on LeBron and said, yo, what's up? What you doing? Because they knew he was psyched out. He was messed up. And what I'm saying to you is that Kobe wasn't like that. MJ wasn't like that. D-Wade wasn't like that. In his first NBA Finals appearance, they down 0-2 to Dallas. D-Wade goes berserk, averages 37 in the last 4 games. Right. I'm just saying it's stuff like that. It's not that you look at LeBron and you diminish him. It's just that you can't elevate him above somebody like MJ when I got that evidence to support my argument. That's all. And that's why I got him number 2 all-time. God strike me down. I mean, my Lord, what an insult. The number 2 all-time in the history of the game, and it's an insult. Only you and Rich Paul and people like that feel that way. Most of us sane individuals know better.
No.
People like
The end to this argument for me is Stephen A. made some great points. Shannon made some excellent points. At the end of the day, you can't end an argument by saying because Bron's not a killer, he's not better, when that's actually false. There's footage out there of LeBron being a killer, i.e. against the Detroit Pistons when I believe he had 20 or so points straight. We're talking straight, not miss bucket, get back. No. 20 points or plus whatever it was, straight buckets, straight points. That was the first occasion. Second, killer instinct doesn't necessarily always mean, oh, I'm going to score 40. Having a killer instinct means I'm going to impact the game for 40 minutes. Or in NBA, 48 minutes. If I can impact the game for 48 minutes, I'm a killer. I'm finding a way to get it to get my team in the best position to win. Whether it be scoring that night, whether it be playing defense that night, whether it be passing the ball, being vocal. I hate the fact that this generation thinks of a killer as, oh, if you're a killer, that means you score the ball, that's it. No. You can be an elite scorer, right? And not be necessarily a killer. I know killers who don't really score, but impact the game. Draymond Green is a killer. He doesn't score, but he impacts the game, both sides of the ball. And he does it very well. That's a killer instinct right there. He's able to dictate your offense with his own defense. I can break up a whole play before it even happens because I know exactly what you guys are about to do. That's killer instinct, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If this is on YouTube, appreciate y'all. Hit the like button and subscribe. And catch y'all on the next one. We out of here.